April 11, Thursday's highest crypto industry. I'm Zhu. Welcome to the headline sponsored by DeepCoin. This week, Bitcoin firstly strong touched above 72,000 on Monday, then fell back to around 67,500 yesterday and rebounded to above 70,000 yet today. It has been a roller coaster. Looking at the UTXO realized price distribution URPD data, currently the largest amount of accumulated coins is around 68,000, reaching 379,000 Bitcoins. This indicates that 68,000 is a strong support level for Bitcoin. Above 70,000, there are about 450,000 coins accumulated, and the price still evenly distributed in the 70 to 72,000 range, indicating a lack of momentum. This shows that 72,000 is still the biggest obstacle for Bitcoin at this stage. Due to the lack of accumulated coins, the upward resistance is relatively large and requires certain positive stimuli and off-chain support. Otherwise, it may still take some time to accumulate enough coins. The market is likely to remain volatile within the 68,000 and 62,000 range. This week, the trading volume Bitcoin spot ETFs has rebounded from a daily average of 2.8 billion to over 3 billion, showing a slight rebound. But the trend of Bitcoin spot ETFs seems to be increasingly uncontrollable as the selling pressure of grayscale GBTC fluctuates, causing other spot ETFs to be quite conservative. When the selling pressure of GBTC increases, the market's bearishness is obviously alleviated. When grayscale selling pressure weakens, other spot ETFs will come out to absorb the liquidation. It is clearly in a stage of battling and digesting the accumulated coins. Yesterday, Bitcoin spot ETFs saw 124 million in inflows. This is also a good trend, and we need to continue to watch the battle between grayscale GBTC and other spot ETFs. From the current situation, the accumulated coins at $72,000 are insufficient, and the consensus force still needs to rely on positive news or time. Currently, the total market cap of stablecoin has reached 154.176 billion. In the past 7 days, the market cap of USDT has increased by 11 billion, reaching 107.3 billion. Calculated at 69,000 per Bitcoin, the capital inflow has provided 15,900 worth of Bitcoin buying power for the market. The inflow of off-chain capital is the most direct and comprehensive positive trend. The market cap of the second largest stablecoin USDC has actually decreased by nearly 2 billion, coming to around 32.2 billion. In other words, the actual inflow of the two major stablecoins in the past 7 days was 9 billion. This indicates that there are signs of small capital outflows from US investors recently, which is why the spot ETF saw net outflows a few days ago. Going forward, we still need to be vigilant. If there's a large-scale capital exodus when the accumulation of coins and turnover are insufficient, we need to be alert to market risks. The current situation is relatively stable and there has not been any obvious abnormal movement. At the FOMC meeting that ended on March 21, the U.S. Federal Reserve kept the federal fund rate unchanged in the 5.25%, negative 5.5% range for the fifth consecutive time. At the time, many officials believed that the Fed would implement 3 rate cuts by the end of 2024 at a pace of 0.25% per cut, which greatly boosted market confidence. However, according to data released by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics last night, the Consumer Price Index in March increased by 3.5% year-on-year, 0.1% higher than market expectations, and also higher than the 3.2% in February, indicating that inflation remains stubbornly high, which has undoubtedly thrown cold water on the market and extinguished the expectation of a rate cut in June.
Following the latest CPI data released, market expectations for a rate cut by the U.S. in June plummeted from 56.1% to 20.6%. Expectations for the number of rate cuts by the Federal Reserve this year also decreased from 3 to 2. And the anticipated timing for the full digestion of rate cuts in the financial swap market was postponed from September to November. The Fed's rate cuts not only have significant implications for the stock market and crypto market, but also have implications for the upcoming U.S. presidential election in November. President Joe Biden, after the CPI data announcement, uncommonly expressed his views on Fed monetary policy, firmly believing that rate cuts are expected to be initiated before the end of this year.
Well, I do stand by my prediction that before the year is out, there'll be a rate cut. This may delay it a month or so. I'm not sure of that. We don't know what the Fed is going to do for certain. But look, we have dramatically reduced inflation from 9% down to close to 3%. We're in a situation where we're better situated than we were when we took office, where inflation was skyrocketing. And we have a plan to deal with it, whereas my opposition talks about two things. They just want to cut taxes for the wealthy and raise taxes on other people. And so I think they have no plan. Our plan is one I think is still sustainable.
After Biden's remarks, the cryptocurrency market has shown a warming trend. Yesterday, the retreating Bitcoin rebounded from the low point of 67,611, and by noon today at 12:30, the price has reached 75.26 with a 24-hour increase of 2.1%. Ethereum's 24-hour increase is 1.3%, reaching 3563. The top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap are also rising in step with Bitcoin, presenting a full green landscape, with the largest gainer being Tron at 7.8%, BNB ranking second with 6.4% increase, and Dogecoin up 4.1%, ranking third. Today, I want to share two good news with you and our shareholders of Chain. The first good news comes from our term arbitrage project, BeWin. The so-called term arbitrage is to buy the spot while hedging the downside risks of the spot through the contract, so as to profit from the financing rate. This stable income accounts for the vast majority of the capital allocation. The investment of BeWin's 8th round has officially started. Different from the previous 1,000 USDT starting investment and 500,000 USDT cap, this time the investment amount has no upper limit. Those who have participated in the previous BeWin investment all know that the investment period of the BeWin is 3 months, and the closing return rate is between 5% and 7%, with an annualized return rate of up to 30%. Well, the biggest highlight of this BeWin 8th round investment, let's listen to what the project leader has to say.
This period is still the same as before. Most of the positions are mainly hedging and arbitrage. At the same time, the main goal is to issue this kind of high liquidity and then obtain the average return on the market. At the same time, less than 30% of the positions are taken to do some strategies that are biased toward alpha and then biased toward excess return. At the same time, we may try currency-based strategies this time and run them there.
As Director Darren said, in BeWin's 8th round of investment, we will allocate 30% of the investment amount to do coin-based strategies. What does this mean? In the previous rounds, your investment was to earn USDT with USDT, but this time you can also earn other cryptocurrencies, such as Ethereum, Link tokens, etc. This also means that the annualized return of the 8th round will be higher than the previous rounds. But I want to emphasize that although we have joined the coin-based gameplay, your final return will still be settled in USDT. So if you want to get on board, you can scan the QR code on the screen to participate in the investment of BeWin's 8th round. Now, the second good news is that from our own retail investors' first-tier market, MiDAO. Let's take a look.
On Sunday evening last week, CoinChain launched a 3-day voting session on MiDAO. The private AI project, valued at $29,800,000 USDT, has already attracted 131 investors. Additionally, Lamia project was also launched simultaneously, successfully providing letters of intent to over 30 Web3 startups, with 10 major L2 and agreements currently in preparation. Currently, 121 investors have participated in this project. At the same time, MiDAO has also launched a new round of fund investments, accompanied by interface upgrades and updates to the gameplay.
MiDAO's project investment cycle is short. The fundraising amount has no upper limit, and the individual investment threshold is low. We want to give more people the opportunity to participate in this revolution. The Network 3 project we launched in the first phase of MiDAO has already achieved a 3-fold return. The bull market is just the beginning. This is a period of evangelism, the first-tier market land grab period. The more chips you have, the more opportunities you will have in the future. We only recommend projects that are friendly to retail investors, because making money for everyone is the real way to make money. As the leading decentralized exchange, Uniswap has won the favor of global users with a unique on-chain market mechanism and transparent, fair financial infrastructure. However, in the early hours today, Uniswap received a wells notice, a preliminary warning from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission that it intends to sue Uniswap. The SEC accused Uniswap of being an unregistered securities broker and unregistered securities exchange. After submitting the notice, the SEC has 6 months to decide whether to file a lawsuit and take enforcement action.
Uniswap founder Hayden Idem confirmed this news on social media, expressing feelings of annoyance, disappointment, and determination to resist, although not surprised by it. However, the US SEC seems to have a different view, appearing to be more concerned with protecting opaque systems rather than genuine consumer interests. The market reacted strongly to the news of the lawsuit, with Uni plummeting by 15%, seemingly shattering investors' confidence overnight.
This guy, Gary Gensler, doing everything except protecting investors for years now. And right now, this is another headline in this war on crypto. You and I, as we are in this space, we are here. We're here for it. And please don't take, by the way, any optimistic tone or winner's tone for just a lack of disappointment or something like that, because I am disappointed. And this ongoing war that is happening, it is kind of draining, but I am optimistic. And I really, truly think crypto is going to win this war.
Faced with the SEC's impending legal hammer, Uniswap and Hayden Adams have not chosen to back down. They say they will fight back and are confident that their work is legal and beneficial to society. This battle may last for years, even reaching the Supreme Court. However, regardless of the outcome, this battle has already become an important watershed in the development history of the decentralized finance industry. However, this is not the first time Uniswap has encountered regulatory turmoil. Last year, the largest cryptocurrency exchange, Coinbase, also received a similar wells notice, causing a plunge in its stock price. Now, this scene is being replayed on Uniswap, inevitably making people sigh over the growing pains of decentralized finance. In the ever-changing market, the decentralized yield platform PENDLE has risen like a dark horse, becoming the largest yield platform in the DeFi sector with its astonishing growth rate. Recently, the PENDLE token price and TVL have seen significant growth, sparking market discussions. According to DeFi Llama data, PENDLE finance growth has exceeded 1,500% since the beginning of the year, from only 233 million to the current 3.97 billion. What is the charm with this dark horse that can attract so much attention and capital in such a short time?
Data shows that PENDLE's daily trading volume reached a surprising $400 million on April 2nd alone. Achieving such a feat is naturally related to the boom in Ethereum staking, with significant concentrating of trading activity in liquid restaking tokens. The locked value on PENDLE surged sharply. Furthermore, trading activity related to the synthetic dollar process Athena also fueled PEDLE's surge. After Athena launched its yield pool on PEDLE, its stablecoin USDE increased the platform's total locked value by over $500 million.
PENDLE's success is not accidental. As a yield token enabling protocol built on multiple chains, PENDLE separates the principal and yield of income-generating assets, allowing users to buy the underlying asset at a discount to obtain fixed yields, while yield traders can express their bullish or bearish views on asset yields by trading the yield tokens. This innovative concept has received a positive market response, pushing PENDLE's total trading volume to exceed 10 billion, and the market is also looking forward to PENDLE's performance on other networks like Solana. However, investors should still be cautious, as PENDLE surge is not without risks. Blind following of the trend should be avoided.
The OKX Web3 wallet has now launched the Runes market page, providing immediate support for the protocol, enabling users to mint and trade assets within the Runes protocol. Data indicates that the base network's total value locked TVL has risen to $5.37 billion, reaching a new time high with a 7-day increase of 11.59%. Data shows that Bitcoin mining difficulty saw an adjustment at a block height 838,656, with a 3.92% increase to 68.39 T, setting a new historical high. The current network's average hash rate stands at 629.72 TH per second. CoinGlass data reveals that the global BTC futures open interest amounts to 519,120 BTC, equivalent to approximately $36.66 billion. Data illustrates that the total cryptocurrency market cap is $27.62 trillion, with a 24-hour increase of 1.6%. Additionally, BTC dominance stands at 50.5%, while ETH dominance is at 15.4%.
First, don't just focus on your salary, treat your work as your own career. Second, you need to have a strong skill set that makes you scarce. Third, pay attention to your image. A good appearance will leave a good impression. Fourth, get to know more people who are better than you. Socialize upwards so you can become better. Fifth, build your personal brand influence. The more you solidify it, the more valuable it becomes. This is sustainable. For example, Luo Yonghao, his mobile phone business was once in trouble, but his personal IP is very strong. He became the #1 in the live e-commerce field, and he paid off 600 million yuan in 3 years. This is the real life Rui's royal life in the palace, with followers the personal brand value. Now, do you know how to make yourself worth more? Okay, that's the main content of today's program. If you find our channel valuable, feel free to share, follow, and you can also become our member. Click on the top right, you can see our membership benefit. Our channel focuses on curating valuable news in the crypto industry, blockchain industry, and mining circle. From Monday to Friday is news and information, and Saturday to Sunday is the in-depth special reports. You can get our wealth code from Monday to Friday, as well as industry articles from our special authors. Let's get rich slowly together. See you tomorrow.